And you're live.
Perfect. All right. Hi, everybody. So if you have seen me before, my name is Kendall Harris. I am the admissions counselor and digital engagement strategist here at the Academy. And that's a really fancy, digital engagement strategist is a really fancy way of saying I run the social media accounts. So you might eventually know me one way or another. Thank you for joining my application workshop. This is part 2, which is all about your recommendations. So I will just go ahead and jump right in. I also have one of my student ambassadors in this. So after we run through the presentation, you'll get a chance to ask some questions and even get some information from a student perspective. So part 1, or first slide, is always my favorite, the special reminders. You do need 4 total recommendations. These include a parent, a school official, and 2 academic/personal. And I'll go into more of what those will look like. Make sure the correct recommendation goes to the correct person. I do have some pictures shown, but this is something that is really important. If you are sending a school official recommendation, make sure you send it to the school official. There are like little buttons and you'll just click on the right one. And again, I have pictures, I'll show you, but it's really important because if you do happen to send it to the wrong one, our system won't update. Yeah, so let's say you have all 4 recommendations, but you sent the parent recommendation to your parent and the school official, and then you have the 2 teacher/personal. Our system won't update because you do not have all 4 required references, if that makes sense. If not, I can clarify a little bit once you see the pictures. And my last one is adding more than the 4 required recommendations could delay review. So Academy students and our applicants tend to want to go above and beyond. Nothing wrong with that. So if you want to give more than 4 of the total, so your parent, your school official, your 2 academic and personal, sometimes people will add maybe 2 more academic and personal, so totaling 6 total references. We do need to have all of the recommendations that you upload. So if one of them is maybe taking a while, but you already have the 4 total recommended required, our system will not update that you have the 4 total because we are still waiting on just 1 outstanding recommendation. So now a step-by-step on how to, this is what the page is going to look like whenever you first click on the reference part on the left of the page. So as you can see, I sent a recommendation to Dr. Tuitt and myself. And it has right here exactly what you need: parent, guardian, school administrator, and 2 academic or personal. So this is just what it will look like. So you click, I'll go back real quick. You click add recommender, and this is what'll pop up. So at the top, we have parent, guardian letter, school administrator, and academic/personal. So this is what you'll click on for each reference. Also, you'll hear me say reference and recommendation, same thing. I tend to use them interchangeably. They are the exact same thing. So for this one, I am pretending that I am my own mom because I'm not going to give my mom's information away. So I clicked parent guardian letter and I filled out the required information. Organization, position, title. For your parent, you are welcome to just say that that is your parent. You do not have to put their job unless you want to. So you are just welcome to kind of put it like I did, kind of. And then you also have a section to write a personal message. I think on the next one, I have what that'll look like. And then you can either waive your right to access the report or not waive your right. So what this means, if you waive your right to access the report, you will not be able to see the recommendation that your person left you. If you do not waive your right to access the report, you will be able to see the recommendation that your reference gave you. So I put that I do not waive my right to access the report so I can see what I wrote to myself. Obviously I'm kidding. I didn't go through with that full recommendation. And then type your full legal name, and then you'll click send to recommender, and it'll go directly to the recommender's email. So this went directly to my email. Next, I have school administrator. This is not Dr. Tewitt's official title. I just used her to make my point. So I clicked school administrator, and what I'm doing is just entering the same amount of information. And I said, I do not waive my right. Again, I put school administrator for my school administrator. And you can write, sorry, I thought I had this on the next slide. Last one, academic or personal reference. I just used Dr. Tewitt again, to make my point. So you see exactly how that looks. And I think I left this out. So I might end up stumbling on it and just forgot where I put it. You can write a little personal message to your recommender. So I just said, hi, Dr. Tewitt. I'd be thrilled if you could recommend me to the Indiana Academy for Science, Mathematics, and Humanities for the 2024-2025 school year. And then I think I said, like, I would be happy to talk to you more about this opportunity if you would like. So when you send it to the recommender, they will get an email that says student's name, whatever your name may be, has requested a recommendation. If you write a personal message, it'll show your personal message. And the reason that I am trying to stress to send to the correct category is because each of them will have different information that they have to fill out. So your school administrator is going to have completely different information to fill out than the parent or guardian letter will. Because they will have to fill out like GPA rank information, all the information they would have that either your personal recommendation or your parent recommendation will not have. So again, just to see what that looks like, they all look the same. What counts for parent recommendations? Your parent or legal guardian. If you have a question about how that might look, you're welcome to email us. What counts for a school administrator, principal, school counselor, or if you're homeschooled, whoever the administrator is for that. So sometimes it is a parent or guardian, or sometimes it's linked to another homeschool organization. So whoever is the main administrator can be used for that. And again, if you have questions, email us. What counts for academic or personal references? This can be a teacher, this can be a coach, a church leader, any club leaders. If you have a job, it can be one of your bosses. So any of those, probably more. Those are just the ones I thought of. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to email us. What do I say? So this is something I used to always find awkward, is what do I say when I'm asking somebody for a recommendation, rather than just saying, recommend me, please. Be professional, state your why, make yourself available for questions. I did not state my why in this because I wrote this before I wrote the rest of the slide. So I, again, was using Dr. Tuitt as my example. So I said, hi, Dr. Tuitt. I'd be thrilled if you could recommend me to the Indiana Academy for Science, Mathematics, and Humanities for the 2024-2025 school year. I would be happy to speak with you more on this opportunity. And again, if you state your why, it could be, I feel like this would be a good opportunity to expand my horizons, something like that. Obviously, it's completely up to you. That is just the first thing that came into my mind when I was asking for recommendations for college. My why was, this is my top school. I think having your recommendation would really benefit me. Stuff like that. Mine was a little more basic. And then make yourself available for questions. Any recommender might have questions about what the school is, what do you want them to put in your recommendation? So sometimes your recommender might ask if you want any special points put into your recommendation. So just make yourself available for questions because you might have some. Help. Blank won't give me a recommendation. So any of your recommenders, either like your teacher, I forgot what the word was for some reason. Maybe it's a teacher or like a boss or somebody, just somebody you're having trouble getting any recommendation, send us an email. Every situation is different. So we'll work with you. We'll either, work with you one way or another, or we can always help you find somebody else.